How's it going, guys? Kyle here at LLLReptile Escondido. Today we're going to talk about selecting the proper size feeder for your ball python. So I've got a little baby here, and I've got a kind of a smaller, bigger baby. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to consider the size of your animal. So these two items right here are going to be way too small for either of these snakes. You want to be feeding this animal hoppers of this size. That's going to be the proper meal for this animal right here.
This snake, for example, is going to be the absolute smallest that we would ever ship you a baby ball python. And even then, looking at it, these fuzzies aren't even going to leave a lump in the belly. So if you have a baby ball python, you get it from a breeder, you get it from us, you get it from anybody. Pinkies and fuzzies are always too small. These aren't even the size of its head. And for some people, that might be a hard concept. I mean, the fuzzies are the same size as its head. For a ball python, you always want something bigger than its head. And Kyle will tell you how you decide if something is going to be a suitable size, like these hoppers. These hoppers are bigger than fuzzies, but still smaller than adult mice. How do you decide if you need hoppers or regular mice?
So basically what you're going to do is you're going to consider the size of your animal. So take this pie ball here. What you want to do is look at the thickest point of the animal's body. So that's generally like around the middle area there, as you can see. And you want to go, okay, well, I want to do something that's that size. So for this animal here, you would probably want to do mice. After a few feedings of these mice, you would then want to bump it up to, say, some larger jumbo mice for this animal here. And then once it's obviously bigger, you would want to bump it up from that point on. But yeah, don't do something that's, you know, the size of the animal's head. Don't do something the size of the animal's neck or the tail or something like that. You want to do a feeder that is the appropriate size, which is the thickest point in the animal.
With the goal, what he's saying is the reason you pick the biggest point of the animal, because when it eats a meal like the adult mice here, it's going to leave a bulge. You're going to actually see a lump in the little guy's belly. So with this one, oops, sorry buddy, you see him eat a hopper, which are about this big. So using my thumb here, there's a hopper about the size of my thumb, and there we go. The body's about the same size. So the hopper is going to be a suitable size for that baby, whereas for the piebald, who is bigger, here again, here's the thumb for kind of a reference. But you also look at the size, the side, how thick you can grab them. And a regular adult mouse is going to be about this big. So it's going to be about the same size as this snake is now. And what Kyle was saying with it being just a couple feedings between these, a hopper, for example, I breed ball pythons at home, Kyle breeds ball pythons at home. We really only do hoppers for at most the first month that we have a hatchling. At that point, they're almost always big enough for regular adult mice. And from there, it's really only another couple months before they're plenty big enough to be eating jumbo or large mice. And from there, again, by the end of the first year, the vast majority of ball pythons are actually big enough to be eating rats, not even mice at all. So, Kyle, is there anything else that you would recommend for anybody to help decide on a mouse for their baby ball python?
Basically, I mean, it's really basic. You know, always consider the size of your animal. You don't want to underfeed it. You don't want to overfeed it. Both can cause health issues that you don't want to run into. And go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe on this video. And don't forget to go on LLLReptile.com for these animals and anything else that you may be interested in. Cool.
We do carry all of these mice sizes on our website as well, with gram weights. So again, just for reference, this is the size of the pinky mice. These are the fuzzy mice, hoppers, regular adult mice, and large mice. So if you go online and you see the gram weights, this should help give you kind of a size reference for what it is that you're ordering and how big they are compared to your average hatchling with all of them. And you can see that the regular mice and the jumbo are definitely way too big. And compare, just hold them in front. And then the mice compared to this piebald here. So there you go. You can check out all of these mice sizes as well as these snakes on our website, which again is www.LLLReptile.com.